Hi, welcome back. Tonight we've got Operation Final Jester. It's a supply raid, very difficult, and surgical SITREP. So we can only bring 3 guys along. This is the team I was looking at bringing when I wrapped up last time. And I was kind of thinking damage output, but I've had another think about it, and I'm thinking I might want to take out a more controlled team. So we're going to bring Sniper, Reaper. I'm going to try and hopefully pick the pods off from range and use Springer for a bit of crowd control to supplement it. So yeah, I've no idea if this is going to work, but we'll give it a try. Wish me luck.
Important through this area on a convoy, and the resistance managed to disable one of the transports before Advent could regroup. They're already working to lock down the site, but we can't pass up this opportunity. We need to secure the area, eliminate any hostile resistance, and recover whatever they've got.
Okay, thanks Bradford. Okay, Operation Final Jester.
The disabled Advent convoy is just ahead. Engage and eliminate all hostile forces. If we're going to keep this one quiet, Commander, we'll have to limit the squad size to 3 of our best units. Let's hope they can get the job done without additional support.
I am on the move.
No place for you to go now.
Their clumsy patrol is moving.
Okay, so we're straight in there. I'm going to want to get Whitbecker up here on the high ground, but not immediately. And I'm thinking that might be a good place for Springer. Michael?
Watching comes naturally.
I've got my eyes on.
We do start with concealment, so this is not bad. I assume there's not going to be a remote start on that car, but... Oh, and I just heard the sector pod. So, let's move over to the side with our Reaper. Don't want her in the line of the pod. I'm hoping we can get Scott up here without triggering the pod. We'll try that.
Heading there now.
And I just need to be super careful this game. Pod management, I think pod management is the absolute key. So let's just overwatch. We may get a... In fact, no, we're on concealment, so please stop there. I'm suspecting now they might be out of line of sight now, which is not great.
Roger that.
Move Andrew up a little bit further.
I'm at your service.
Still good to know where everybody actually is. Hopefully that sector pod stays quite far back.
On overwatch.
My turn on watch.
I'm on it.
See what these guys do. Are they going to come up here? It's looking that way. Let's bring Michael back this way. I'm really concerned they're going to come up and over that cliff.
Stepping off.
See what they do. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you're a first timer, welcome back. If it's somebody I know, we're on a supply raid at the moment, but we've got surgical SITREP, so we've only got 3 team members, and I've decided to bring a Reaper, a PSYOP, and a Sniper. So yeah, it's going to be a... I'm just trying to play this one really careful. Obviously there's no timers. Here we go, they're coming back now. So once he's come back out into the open, I'm hoping we'll be able to take a shot at them. Move you back forward. And can we get you back up here? Yeah, so he's a little bit obscured there. Let's see if we can get you back up here. So it's going to be a little bit cagey.
Move into position.
Quite good fun though. Let's see any other remote start targets. So let's just here we go. I'm worried we might lose them here, unfortunately. But if they head back to that truck, I might just be able to get a remote start. But let's get Scott back up on the high ground. I think this time I might move him up to here, actually. Let's get him into... It's a little bit of an aggressive move, but we want him to have the best possible line of sight that we can. We'll move our Reaper around that way.
Moving out.
Let's see what they do. And you can hear the sector pod stomping in the background. Okay, so this should be good. I think I'm going to try a kill zone and a remote start here. I think... Oh, hello. And here's another pod coming. Is that a Viper? Oh no, Codex.
There is nowhere to hide.
Let's set up the kill zone here. Or do we want to use the serial? I'm thinking kill zone might be good here. Let's lay that down. And let's go with the Void Rift. There's a little bit of risk to it because if we mind control it might pop another pod, but I think we've got quite a bit of firepower. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Good shot. So that went pretty well. So now I think we should be good to finish this guy off with Andrea. So we just want to get her into a nice little... Don't want to expose ourselves. 6 of 18.
As you order, Commander.
And this should be just right. Hopefully we've got a nice 100% shot. 7 of 8. Okay, good. Okay, so far so good. So I think it's going to be critical we hit one pod at a time. I think as soon as we pull multiple pods, we may just end up having to evac. Okay, so they're heading back. And we might I might just try some real long-range sniping. If that works.
Volk says I am to obey.
We haven't got eyes, unfortunately. Let's do a long watch. I'm thinking of moving to bring her up a little bit so they're in relatively close proximity. And we will just leave Andrea there for now. See what they do. They're moving further away.
I will reposition.
I have sight beyond vision.
Okay, we've got another pod here. And that's a Spectre and a couple of Vipers. Heading this way. Okay. So we want to be a little bit careful. Wow, he's got 100% on those two. So the only thing I'm concerned about here is these guys, they're not that many squares away. So if they move down any closer, they're going to come into range. Which I'm a little bit nervous about. But I'm thinking a serial here is really good for potentially these codexes. The 13 to 15. We might, and we should get a second shot at them, hopefully. Let's see where she goes. Hopefully she doesn't go into full cover. I think that's half cover. There we go, and we've got another shot on her. So, snipers with blue screens, and tier 3. They're just Codex's worst nightmares. And now he's got an extra move. So what we can do here is just be careful and move just back a little bit. Reload, let our cooldowns kick back in. And I don't want to leave Michael that far forward either. So we're just going to bring him back a little bit as well. And we'll hopefully use Andrea to get better visibility on these guys. So they normally have a range of about 7 squares. So I'm thinking here should be more than safe.
I will go.
I will always find you.
Okay, and there's 3 in that pod yet. So it's a Spectre, 2 Vipers. So let's Overwatch. Get everybody reloaded. Oh, he's already reloaded. And don't think that was the end of the turn, was it? So this is now. That's 2 pods down, 4 units. I think from the Shadow Chamber, I think it said we had 13. So there's 9 to go. So you can assume that's a 3 pod. The sector pod's normally in a 4 pod, but it could be 3 3s. Or it could be a 4, a 2 and a 3, I guess. Quite close. It'd be interesting to see. The kill zone will be back soon, and I might just use the kill zone if they don't move on us next go. So let's get him behind this tree just so he's got the full cover. We may as well. And we'll just move Michael forward. Here we go. Right, and they're not moving. Interesting. So I might try and spring these guys. So if we move too far forward, the Void Rift's still got a 2-turn cooldown. So I've got to be, and I should be patient here. I think I'm going to move him forward. So if they do move on us, we'll get a couple of Overwatchers. But if they sit still, we'll just wait for the cooldown. And I might open up with Void Rift and Kill Zone on them. So we'll see what happens. Last thing you want to do is use the Kill Zone and then they just sit there. Okay. Okay, let's move Michael up to here.
Not a problem.
I think he might have a slightly more chance of having them all in range. Yeah, that's pretty good. So one more turn on the Void Rift. If they do move, Scott will engage them because he's on long watch. And they're clearly not moving. So let's Void Rift them. We'll drop a kill zone. And we'll go for a Void Rift here.
Fear the void. How many is that now? You can't handle me.
Lightning reflexes, yeah. I didn't realise that triggered. That worked on the movie, on his opening move, which is quite interesting. Okay, so everybody's moved now. He's going to try and shadow bind. Unless I can do something about it. And I don't think I can really. I think the best thing I can do here is just try and weaken him. So if we move up to here, that gets us a flank. I'm not expecting him to come this way. I'm expecting to move towards Michael. I don't want to use my banish yet. Oh, hello. There's a sector pod. And that could come this way, actually. Do I use the sting? Yeah, because then there's a chance we'll get a remote start on the other guys anyway. Let's use that up. And we'll see where this guy goes. Okay, that's lucky.
You can never escape my sight.
Let's hope that sector pod goes back the other way. Oh, were they in range? Oh.
Negative damage.
Has that triggered them? This is interesting. I hadn't anticipated that. Is that... I'm guessing that's the kill zone. Yeah, now these guys have triggered. Okay. Oh, and there's another pod behind them. The sector pod is in the where the remote start is, which is good. Okay. So what damage can we do to these guys here? I'm thinking the sector pod hopefully is in the remote start zone. Hoping. Just, I think it's just going, covering him there. We were also catching the shield trooper, so we might be able to do a fair bit of damage here. So Claymore, I'm thinking of just making sure of these guys.
A deadly trap.
We didn't bring any bonded pairs, so yeah, so let's hit that remote start. A little bit nervous about having her right next to this Spectre, but I can't see any reason why he would move back this way.
Our world is dangerous.
Let's hit that. Do a little bit of damage.
1-5.
Pretty good.
Supply crates. If you destroy them, there won't be anything left for us to recover once the area is secure.
Understood. So we're going to pop cereal.
What else you got?
We're going to hit the Spectre. Get him out the way. 100%. And depending on how much damage the blaster bomb does, the blaster launcher does, we've got a stasis. I think we'll save that. So let's hit all of these guys. I'm expecting it's hitting him. So I think it's when they go darker that you know you're hitting them all. That should be good, hopefully. And this will at least get rid of that Sectopod's armor. And I think he's one shot. The trouble is they do have a lot of range, so the chances of him getting a shot on somebody are pretty high if we don't kill him. Oh, we're out of ammo. Ooh, how do we want to handle that then? Because I don't think we've got an auto... Oh, we have got an auto loader. Oh, so good. That was quite lucky. I hadn't anticipated that we'd need that. Okay. That's a good bit of forward thinking. So 13 to 15, we've actually got a chance of taking this guy down. That would be lucky though. Yeah. He's got 1 health left though. The bugger. Here we go. He's going to hit our... Oh, goodness. Is he going to have a second shot? No, he's moved. Phew. I'm a bit worried for Michael here. Okay. What's he gonna do? Okay, suppression. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Okay. Breathe. Right, so we're looking good here, I think. We've got lightning hands, which we could use to finish off the sector pod. Seems like a sensible thing. Pretty good. And we've actually got shots on the other two. We can't quite finish him, but we can finish him. So 8 to 10. So it's guaranteed on the purifier, and he might explode. Let's take that because Andrea's got blue screens. So a shot from Springer and Andrea should finish the other one. And there you go. We've got the damage there. So I think Andrea will have enough to finish this guy. 12 to 13. Perfect. Don't like her in the flames like that. Let's just move her up a little bit.
I go where I am needed.
Just me being paranoid. They're so dangerous, sector pods, if you can't take them down in that first move. Okay. Right, so medikit. How much damage did he take there? Wow. If he'd have taken another... I'm surprised the mech and the... well, the flamethrower wouldn't take another hit, but that mech could have taken a shot there rather than suppress.
This might sting a little.
So I think he's got sustain though, so there's a good chance he would have been okay. Right. Heal up.
Moving to Overwatch.
And we should have one more pod. And...
Moving as ordered.
Cannot run.
superior autoloader, superior speed, advanced agility. Here we go. So that was the last pod that we saw earlier, I think. So it's probably just going to be a case of getting into a position where we can engage them, I'm guessing. Let's just move her over to here. We've got Banish. It's probably going to be one of those pods that isn't going to move. So let's just start bringing Michael forward.
Rolling out.
They sometimes move, sometimes don't, right? And we've got Dominate as well. Dominate, Stasis. Plenty of toys.
The target
So
is
right.
To obey.
I'm assuming it's just these two, and then we're home and dry. Let's just move up to here, and then we'll move.
Let's do this.
Well, we might shoot. Might be worth just shooting from here. There is a fire there, but I don't think it's the actual vehicle. We've only got sight on one of them. So I'm thinking kill zone might be worth it again, but let's see. Have a quick think about it in a sec.
I'll watch.
Oh, we want to reload Andrea. Ah, here we go. Now they move. And they've triggered. Interesting. Okay. Damn, why did he shoot at him first? Oh well.
I got nothing.
Okay. We didn't get anything from our Overwatch. Oh yeah, we did. Looks like we nicked him. See if we can hit the Spectre. 13 to 15. Yeah, he's toast. Okay, we're good.
The others?
Yeah. Messed up there because I should have reloaded the Reaper's gun a while ago.
How many is that now?
Because she's only got 2 shots in there. So we might as well give lightning hands. And I think fanfire is probably the best option here. So we fire with the pistol once. I assume he gets a shot with the pistol and then fan fire. I think that's how it works. Yep, we gets a few shots with this, right? Wow, and they all hit, which is unusual. There we go.
This may be painful.
Ooh. Not too shabby. So a little bit of a hairy moment when that sector pod closed in.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
And that was only because we left him on 1 health. We didn't quite finish him off, so yeah, not too bad. 237. And yeah, Whitbecker did a ton of damage there. Excellent. Yeah, I don't like snipers early on in the game, but late game they are so good. Especially when there's no timer.
We must never allow these dissidents to fill our hearts with fear.
That was reasonably quick, so I think we'll hopefully have time. We should have time for another one.
Small bump on the path of salvation the elders have set forth for us. Nothing boosts morale like a few dead aliens. We got more than our share today.
Okay, 11 days. Not too bad. Right, so I've identified a bug last episode, or last time I played, with our Scilab. And unfortunately, Michael's stuck even though he's maxed out. And I can't remove them, so I can't train anybody else. I think I've read online the only way I can fix it is destroy the Scilab and rebuild it. It's a bit of a hit on resources, but I'll take the hit. I mean, you could use a console command or something probably to give yourself the money and the resources. The thing I'm worried about is I've probably not got enough Illyrium now to rebuild it. And because Jen's 5 days away from getting domination, that's actually quite a big deal. So I'm thinking of just I'm going to keep going for 5 days, but then I'm going to destroy the lab, rebuild it, and that should hopefully fix the issue. So a little bit frustrating. The bug with the game. There's probably a console command to actually just instantly rebuild it as well, actually, but. I think we'll be alright still. Okay, so mysterious stranger assorted loot. That's always a nice thing to get. So let's grab the intel.
Avenger plotting
Then the alien alloys. In fact, we'll nip to the black market while we're over this side, and I'm going to buy the Illyrium crystals in anticipation for, because we've got 87. And it might be enough. I just don't know how many we're going to need. I'm assuming we're going to need more. I suppose I could pop there if I need to later.
resource located.
Okay, that. I think we're going to need some at some point anyway, so it's not going to do any harm to grab them. I'm not sure we'll... Oh, another sector pod. So we'll get rid of that. Yeah, Lyric crystals 87. Pretty sure there was some to buy. There we go, let's grab those. Air trigger. Here we go. Okay. And so now we can carry on with the alien alloys, and it'll tell us as soon as Laurie's training's finished, I'm hoping. She should be now 2 days away. Domination training, yeah, 3 days, okay. Hopefully she'll get this before we get another mission. Ooh, look at the Avatar project.
Commander, the aliens are still moving forward on the Avatar project. Taking out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Yep. Okay, so let's finish this. Or at least Finish Lucy's training. Okay. What she got next? Inspire, Soul Steel, Fuse. So we're not going to do those. We're going to destroy our... I think it's engineering. Build facilities. So we're going to destroy this. Oh, can I remove him here? Maybe not. No, it's not going to let... Can't do anything with him. It's just completely locked that thing. So we're going to destroy it. And I'm hoping I can afford to build it again. Also, it's only 20 Illyrian crystals, right? So we're right. I don't know why I had it in my head that it would be a much higher amount. It's still going to take us 20 days to do it. Unfortunately. Right, so it's a relatively minor setback, I think. I think we'll be okay. Resistance comms. Do we need to get that stood up yet? We've still got 4 contacts, look, so I think we're okay there. But we've got a lot of supplies, so it's not going to hurt to get it, right? If we can afford it. And we can. 63 supplies, 4. It's going to cost 35 a month.
Resistance communications facility
Probably should have just waited before I got it, but we've got a spare engineer as well. At least we know what we've got. We've got 8. We've got plenty of room to grow. But we've got 9 regions we can expand to now. Quite good. And it's not really hit our income.
Central, Commander, excellent. My analysis of the fragmented Codex data is almost complete. The information I've uncovered so far outweighs the loss of the Shadow Chamber, as you'll see.
Is that an elder? Haven't seen one in at least a decade.
Yes, and I believe I now understand why. The Elders appear to be afflicted with an aggressive form of tissue degeneration, rapid muscular atrophy, to a degree I had not even thought possible.
So they're dying. Sounds like our job just got a whole lot easier.
As with most things involving this adversary, it's never quite that simple. The Elders have been aggressively searching for a cure to their condition for centuries. Each time they encountered a new species, they procured what genetic information and material they required and moved on to the next world. Until now. I believe they found something in us. Something important enough to cause them to take root.
A cure?
Not that I can determine. Several key files were previously deleted as part of something called the Avatar Directive.
Avatar. We need those files.
Were I to gain access to a fully functioning Codex, I might be able to recover them.
Or blow the entire ship to hell this time around.
I didn't say I needed the creature here, Bradford. I am confident I could access the unit remotely, provided your soldiers can get close enough to it in the field without destroying it first.
That we can arrange, Doctor.
Skulljack the Codex.
Objective added.
Okay.
I've
Good
updated
stuff.
our latest operational objectives, Commander.
So I'm just going to grab this, try and grab the loot, and then start expanding. Oh, here we go.
Signal coming from the site of our most recent covert action. Our team was ambushed and needs an evac. Firebrand is already en route.
Okay, so we were expecting this, weren't we?
Your attempts at subterfuge have failed, and this defeat will be a costly one.
We've got Codex, Andromedon, Advent Mech. So here we go.